Welcome back to Where is the Money? So Amazon is still on the roll. They're not stopping at that 30,000 that they promised. They already sent pink slips to 14,000. Now it's been reported that Amazon planned on laying off 600,000. Let me correct that. I'm sorry. Amazon planned on introducing robots, and they will not need an additional 600,000 warehouse workers, considering that they will have the more advanced robots to do the job for them. So do you consider that not being laid off? It all sounds the same to me, because that 600,000 roles that they would be hiring, people are not getting those positions. So it's the same to me, but you tell me.
This morning, concerns that Amazon, the second largest private employer in the country, is planning one of the biggest workplace transformations in modern history.
In a fulfillment center, the Cardinal robot will pack packages into carts.
The New York Times, citing leaked documents, reports Amazon expects sales to double by 2033, growth that would normally require 600,000 more workers. But the company is reportedly looking to fill those jobs with robots and automate 75% of its operations.
We could do this with our robot. We could do this with our technology. That's what we're going to do.
In the near future, Amazon reportedly estimates automation could help it save more than $12 billion and shave about 30 cents off each item it ships. In a statement, Amazon said the leaked documents reflect the perspective of just one team and don't represent our overall hiring strategy.
See, Amazon is saying that it's not taking jobs. They're using softer terms, AI assist, right? It's supposed to be helping the human role instead of taking over the job. But we know that's not the truth. We know that this is just a warm-up until they figure out how to do it without people or extremely less people, and then everybody's gone. This is Amazon we're talking about. They are technology over people from day one.
The robots are coming for the jobs, and it is happening right now. New York Times is out with a giant expose based on documents from Amazon they were able to get their hands on that shows over the next few years they're going to hire 600,000 fewer workers than they would have. So Amazon is famous for, in their warehouses, intentionally burning through their workforce, making the job so physically demanding that people just churn through, because they don't want them elevating to senior level positions, because then they have to pay them more. Rather than having to fire a bunch of people just through their normal churn, they will let people go and then they won't be replaced. Instead, they will increase automation through robots and devastating the blue-collar workforce in America. In these documents, they talked about how they'll need to build goodwill in local communities to avoid backlash over these job losses. They floated participating more in local food drives and the like. They also talked about how they don't want to use terms like robot or automation. They prefer to use terms like advanced technology and cobot, which apparently is supposed to imply some cooperation with humans. Amazon is one of the largest employers in the country. They have really reshaped not only the retail landscape, but the warehouse worker, the delivery worker landscape. They have lowered standards and conditions for all of those workers across the board. So if they go forward with this plan of mass automation, getting rid of a significant chunk of their workforce, you can bet that other companies, especially in the same space, but really across the board, are going to very quickly follow suit. Some other countries where Amazon operates, they have to deal with a union. Here, they've been mostly successful, not 100%, but mostly successful in blocking union efforts, which makes the workforce even more vulnerable. Look, guys, this is one of the issues of our time, and I don't care, Democrat, Republican, Independent, whoever you are, these oligarchs are coming for the jobs. There's one possibility where the thing is a bubble and the bubble pops and there's mass financial fallout. That is terrifying, and that's something I'm very concerned about. There's another possibility where AI actually delivers on at least some of what they want it to, and human labor becomes by and large obsolete. That's what they're aiming for, and this Amazon move is the first step in that direction.
Now, Amazon has been having a workforce problem for a long time. Their turnover rate is extremely high. I think they said by 2030, they would have burned through almost 80% of the workforce. So they knew this was coming. and they've been working on a plan to figure out how to still get the job done with less people because they're burning people out. People are reportedly peeing in jars and not getting restroom breaks. They are extremely anti-union, even though they had 1 or 2 facilities that became union and nothing else really came from it because Amazon is not trying to pay more money for, I don't know, fair wages.
Over the weekend, I saw that Amazon is going to replace 600,000 workers with robots. And this stuck out to me because Amazon is like the second or third largest employer in the United States right now. And the fact that they are going to replace 600,000 workers, not with AI, like this is not desk jobs, with robots, literal robots. This is like delivery people in the warehouses. This is like not AI coming for your jobs. This is like robotics coming for your jobs, and nobody's really talking about it. It really stuck out to me because I don't really think people realize how fragile the economy is and how fragile their jobs are when they work for big corporations like Walmart and Amazon and Target and like all of these places. Even your high level white collar jobs, your developer jobs, your middle market manager jobs, those are all at risk. Every single one of them.
So let's review. Their turnover rate is extremely high. People don't stick around for the work conditions. Plus, the tariffs are coming down. And we know they're going to want to keep their bonuses extremely high. So they're not trying to eat into their profits. So they got to cut costs somewhere. And they've been getting pushback from a lot of different cities and countries for their fulfillment center wreaking havoc on the local community. So if you're on the executive board of Amazon, what are your options? Get more robots, get more AI, make it all AI. No unions needed, no insurance, no benefits. That absorbs some of the tariff costs. That puts them back to where they want to be, or better yet, ahead of the game and the competitors. So bye-bye to a lot of the warehouse positions that did pay fairly decent. And then how is that going to affect also Amazon Flex, their business model where they use DSPs in order to have people use their own trucks, and they built out a whole network of independent contractors that had them buy the trucks from them just to do the deliveries. How is that going to be affected?
It is not a coincidence that Amazon and all these companies have just laid off hundreds of thousands of workers, and they're proclaiming it to be because of AI. It's because they're preparing for the fucking economy to crash, and they're squeezing dollars to save. We are witnessing our government gamble with food. They are gambling and trying to call each other's bluff on this government shutdown in the name of Americans having food. They are trying to see who is going to flinch first. They are using the art of the fucking deal, people's lives, starvation, to call the bluff of the Democrats who are fighting for the Affordable Care Act because they don't like fucking Obamacare. And then turning around saying, oh, well, this is all because the Democrats won't sign. The Democrats won't sign in the name of the American people. It's because they want us to have health care. There is something very bad that's going to happen when food stamps don't go out. They actively allow places like Walmart, who are the #1 consumer of food stamps in the United States. All of these big blockchain Costco's, Strack and Ventils, they keep money in their pockets with government benefit food stamps. The Amazon layoff and all of these other big brand companies laying off thousands of workers saying they're going to be replaced with AI when there's a huge AI bubble, the fucking economy is about to crash. There will be no money going into those stores. Prices are going to get unfucking controllable. They are preparing for one of the worst recessions in U.S. history. Watch.
So if you're working at Amazon, things are going to get rough fast. So I'll be looking for different positions, evaluate your current standing with the company, and if you're applying for roles, you probably shouldn't. The company is going to do great. The stock is going to do phenomenal. Bezos is going to get another yacht. Working class will suffer, unfortunately. So what do you make of this? Is this business as usual, or do you feel like this is necessary and people should just adjust to AI taking over all the jobs? You tell me. Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Where is the Money? Talk to you soon.